Alright, so good morning and welcome to this very icy, cold day here, but some beautiful sunshine actually. Yeah, I thought I'd film another video on the Pegasus Premium here on my feet, because I've kind of felt like this is such an interesting shoe and there really is a lot to talk about with this one. Okay, just going by people's reactions to this shoe, I think this is going to be quite polarizing. I mean, just look at the price, 210 euros for a Pegasus. But do keep in mind that this is going to come down in price eventually. And I think if you're up for trying something different and yeah, for trying something new, then this is worth taking a shot. So what I find quite interesting about this upper is that this is actually super breathable, and if we look at the toe box here, this is very reminiscent of what we have in the Vaporfly 3. This is paper thin really, and it's quite interesting. You know, this is a daily trainer, this is not a speed shoe, and this is 275 grams in my size. So yeah, it's just interesting to see that Nike is actually reducing materials here on a shoe that is, you know, already very heavy. So the ride of this thing, I have said it before, it is hard to describe, but have you ever run in the Alphafly? It's not actually that different. I mean, of course you have a 10mm drop here, so that's much higher, but you get the same kind of basic idea of the very soft ZoomX, but the firm air pod underfoot, though you have the air pod here full length. Yeah, I don't know if I'm making much sense here, but I would say that this ride feels kind of like you've got springs under your feet, and it doesn't really feel like you're running on a piece of foam anymore. It's, yeah, kind of you have this extra layer of firmness from the air pod here, and kind of bizarre actually. So I think if you're looking for a shoe that feels very natural underfoot, actually you're getting some of that here. You know, this is a Pegasus at the end of the day, and it's not like these modern day shoes that are super rockered underfoot. Another interesting comparison that Chris from Sargasso Running actually brought to my mind is this kind of reminds me a bit of the Tempo Next Percent from a few years ago. It has the same sort of firm explosiveness to it from the airbag, and I mean obviously this is quite a bit heavier and it's not really a speed shoe, but just the underfoot feel is actually quite similar. Okay, so if you're considering this as a daily trainer, do be aware that this is a very present shoe on foot. This is not the kind of shoe that disappears underfoot. As we said, this is a very, very heavy shoe, and also this is a very stiff shoe. This does not have a lot of flexibility to it at all. And with the high stack and, you know, everything going on in the midsole in this is a daily trainer, but I don't think this is a shoe I'd wear every single day. So it is a bit unfortunate with the weight, and it does sort of limit the shoe for me just in terms of use case, as I just don't see myself using a 275 gram shoe for a speed session, even though it is bouncy. But don't mistake bounce with propulsion. It's more of a up and down kind of bounce. It's just not the kind of geometry that throws you forwards. So I think if Nike ever decides to make a V2 of this shoe, and I don't know if they will, as it is kind of a weird one, you know, it really would benefit from losing some weight. And I don't know how much potential there is actually for this to lose weight, as the air zoom pod is kind of a more heavy element, as we've seen in the Alphafly. But I think one area where Nike could reduce materials a bit is the outsole. I mean, this really does have a bit more rubber to it than I think we really need. I mean, this is like 0.5 centimeter, and this is just overkill in my opinion. But one thing you do have to admit here is this outsole has some serious grip. This is almost like a trail outsole, and also I think if you're looking for durability, then this shoe has it. So yeah, I think that's about it here on this two-part video on the Pegasus Premium. And yeah, what a shoe this has been. It's not perfect, but I have really been enjoying this quite a bit, and I hope I could make sense of it for you, and hope you found all this entertaining. And yeah, see you soon.